The Parliament of Ghana has passed 3 new tax laws by majority decision, and these new taxes are Excise Duty Amendment Bill 2022, the Growth and Sustainability Levy Bill 2022, and the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2022. And according to the government of Ghana, these 3 new taxes will help the country to generate some 4 billion Ghana cedis in domestic revenue.
Happening now on the floor of Parliament is deliberation on 3 proposed bills before the legislative body to be passed into law. One of such laws is the Income Tax Amendment Bill that is expected to rake in a revenue of 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. And also there is the Excise Duty Amendment Bill that is also expected to generate about 400 million Ghana cedis. And the Growth and Sustainability Amendment Bill, a bill expected to generate about 2.2 billion Ghana cedis. In all, about 4 billion Ghana cedis is expected to be raked in by the Ghana Revenue Authority if these taxes are passed on to law for Ghanaians to pay.
So in today's video, we would like to share with you why the government of Ghana has introduced these 3 new taxes and which sector of the country's economy are these taxes going to affect the most. But before we start everything, please support us by liking this video and also subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you very much for your massive support. Now let's dive into it. According to the World Bank, Ghana's economy grew by 6.3% in the year 2019, and it was projected to grow by 5.1% in 2020. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the growth rate for 2020 was reversed to 0.4%. The country's economy was expected to rebound in 2022 because the International Monetary Fund (IMF) projected a growth rate of 5.1% for that year. But unfortunately, that wasn't what we witnessed. In fact, the country's economy is currently facing some challenges, and these challenges are mainly public debt, which has led to inflation and unemployment, which is making life difficult for almost everyone in the country due to the increase of food and other commodity prices. So for this reason, in the year 2022, Ghana seek a $3 billion in financial aid from the International Monetary Fund (IMF) to help strengthen the country's economy. IMF agreed to Ghana's request, but with a condition, and the condition was that before they will lend the $3 billion to Ghana, they should first of all talk to their creditors and its partners so that these creditors will have assurance on how they are going to receive their money.
Let me tackle first the first question on in terms of the timeline for consideration by our executive board of Ghana's program request. As I mentioned at the beginning in my introductory remarks, what is necessary for us to be able to present that program request to the board is assurances from Ghana's partners and Ghana's creditors that one, the program is fully financed. In other words, the financial support that will be provided to the authorities during the program period is sufficient to finance the program. And 2, that the program taken together, the fiscal consolidation, the comprehensive debt restructuring that the authorities have launched will be sufficient to re-establish debt sustainability. And so as soon as we have assurances from creditors that this will be the case, when sufficient progress on that front, we will be able to present the program to our board.
So, according to Ghana's Finance Minister, Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta, after talking to their creditors and partners like Germany, China, the United States and others, they have arrived at a point of increasing the country's tax to GDP ratio to increase the country's revenue.
We are a blessed nation indeed that has fallen into this temporary trophy. And I'm more convinced now than ever that we are a blessed nation. A week ago, I was in China to meet their finance minister and various institutions about their support for our IMF program. And the Lord certainly went ahead of us. China is a big country. The Minister of Finance is a big man. But the Minister of Finance of China gave us, the Ghana delegation, almost an hour and a half of his time. And not only did he do that, but he also called the chairman of the Exim Bank of China to join him to talk through ways in which they can support, facilitate us to make sure we get our IMF transaction. So indeed, America is ready for us. We saw Kamala Harris here. Germany has been here. The finance minister has been. The Europeans are behind us. The fund is behind us. It's left of our own parliament. It can't be that we'll shoot ourselves in the foot. So let us rally behind our parliamentarians and encourage them that before they rise today, tomorrow, these bills will be passed for our own good.
The country's tax to GDP ratio is 13%, so they wanted to increase it to 16, 18 to 20%. That is why the Parliament of Ghana passed these 3 new tax laws, and these 3 new taxes will help the country to generate some 4 billion Ghana cedis in domestic revenue, which will also help them to finalize the long-awaited IMF loan. And these 3 new taxes are: 1. The Growth and Sustainability Levy Bill 2022. The Growth and Sustainability Bill is going to affect the profit before tax of companies, institutions, production, and also for mining companies, as well as the oil and gas sector. The government believed that an estimated revenue of 2.2 billion Ghana cedis will be generated this year 2023 from this bill. 2. The Excise Duty Amendment Bill 2022. The Excise Duty Amendment Bill is here to revive the Excise Duty Act 2014 Act 878, which is on the importation of cigarettes and other tobacco products, which is in line with the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS protocols, whilst raising revenue to reduce some of the harmful effects of tobacco products. And also, this revised bill is going to increase the duty on products like wine, malt, drinks, and spirits. And 3. The Income Tax Amendment Bill 2022. This Income Tax Amendment Bill 2022 is also an amendment to the Income Tax Act 2015 Act 896. What the government is trying to do with this bill is that they revise the rate of income tax for individuals and introduce an additional income tax bracket, which is withholding tax rates on the realization of asset and liability, and also on winning from lottery. This tax will also increase the optional rate for individual on the gain they are making from investment assets. Again, it revises the upper limit for quantification of motor vehicle benefit and increase the concessional income tax rates. According to Ghana's government, these 3 new taxes will help the country to generate 4 billion in domestic revenue. This is also crucial to helping the country secure board approval for the 3 billion International Monetary Fund IMF program after the staff meeting agreed was reached last year 2022. Meanwhile, the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, Dr. Joseph Obeng, has expressed his disappointment with the Ghanaian parliament for the approval of these 3 new taxes bill. According to him, these new taxes are going to slow the growth of businesses, which is likely to also increase the hardship of Ghanaians. So let us know your thoughts and suggestions on this inside the comment section below. My name is Sharif Haruna. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Please like, subscribe, have a joyful life, and see you in our next video. Macrao.